He's an asshole, man. That dude's an asshole and he knows it.
From the mean streets of Brooklyn to the rough neighborhoods in Boise, Idaho, we now present the Goonberg Report. Hey, this is Mayor Goonberg with the Goonberg Report. And right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to play a little video for you guys before we get on our topic. That way I'm going to set a little backdrop. So let me look at the mountains of Boise and I'll play this video real quick. Hold on.
When you put a seed in the soil, it remains in the soil until the season changes. And when the season changes, the seasonal change automatically brings about rather atmospheric conditions bring about a seasonal change that makes that seed come up or crop grow in its appointed time. And all over this world today, God himself has brought about political changes, a political atmosphere, sociological, social atmosphere, economic atmosphere. These economic conditions, these political conditions and social conditions combine to bring about a situation that is making black people in America more receptive, their mind more fertile to the seed of truth. This is springing up today and causing our people to see and understand now what they couldn't see and understand before.
And you sit here and you say this because you care about mothers. The basis of this is that people are upset that illegal immigrants are being separated from their mothers. Why don't you refocus some of that energy to the black community? They've been having their families separated. In fact, it's subsidized in the black community. You appreciate single motherhood. You are giving more money to families for fatherless absence. So all of this selective fake outrage when you guys do not have the same defenses for the black community is really lost on me. And it's time's up on this altogether. I think the black community has had enough of you guys being selectively outraged for parents of illegal immigrants, but not for the parents of the black community who have been separated from their family for about 6 decades now. And as I said, the selective outrage for illegal families, when this has been going on in the black community, no one talks about the fathers that are separated, the fathers that are behind bars, the fathers that are buried on the south side of Chicago and in Baltimore. So again, this is completely, to me, seems like fake outrage, and I don't support it whatsoever.
Yes, this is another one of those videos where they don't want me to talk about it, but we're going to talk about it. As Malcolm X said, and let me explain to those who don't understand. You guys want to bring out all these leaders? Well, 90% of your leaders were conservative or conservative-leaning. So let's get that out the box. Now, Malcolm said these leaders will bring about changes where black people will have to force to do something themselves. And I'm glad he said that because this is true. Donald Trump is making you do something. You can tell because black people are saying, well, what are they going to give us? What should they give you? You guys are Bible thumpers and religious teachings and all these Quran thumping, Torah thumping. God doesn't help those who really don't help themselves. So why do you always want a handout? And this is why you are where you're at. Because you're always looking for a handout. All you hear is, Democrats give, what is the Trump going to give me? Trump's going to give you, he's going to give you an empty stomach, and that's what you deserve. Because a lot of you want to sit on your ass and not do anything. But, yes, this is going to be harkening to the back of the days of Black Wall Street. Well, the white man burned Black Wall Street down. Well, he had a little help from the inside with you guys, so enough of that. But they don't want us to talk about this because there's a rising demographic that's going to the Republican side from the black vote. The black vote is, and you can type this in yourself, there's a large majority, more than ever, that are not majority of black people overall, but there's a large majority compared to what was voting before that are voting now for Republican because they see through it's look, man, we all know there's crooks in both parties, but it's what the values are. We see the values that black people were always Republican, mind you, until the Great Deception by Lyndon Johnson, where the famous quote was, I'll have these niggers voting Democratic for the next 200 years. And how do you do that? By giving away free stuff without anything in return, kicking the man out the house. The women accepted it, and then feminism came around and got him again, and basically pitted the black woman against the black family overall, and she did her job like a well-placed grenade. But that's not what we're talking about today. We're talking about how Donald Trump and the Republicans are going to make you decide what you want to do with your life. No more sitting around saying, oh, happy days are here again. It's like, You gotta force your hand. And for us that have no problem with working or have no problem with doing things, getting things accomplished, it's another day for us. It's for you people who are new to this. The ones who've been sitting on welfare the last 20 years. And the ones that are going to start complaining about you getting a food box. Well, if you're getting a food box, get a job. The ones complaining about minimum wage should be $15 an hour, then get mad because they're bringing in do-it-yourself kiosks to cut your jobs out. You should have just shut up and just did it. And there's a problem with the black people. They usually cut their own hand to feed themselves. Now, back to the lecture at hand. If you want to stay ignorant, if you want to don't do your own research, that's cool with me. But don't come at me with all the usual Illuminati, both those parties are corrupt, there's no sense in voting, da-da-da. Especially when you guys are sitting on your hands and you don't do anything. You don't do anything at all except you just sell wolf cookies to people. You don't see you out in the community actually helping people without lining your pockets. So, this little video goes to show that black people, intelligent black people, are now on the thinking end. And again, I have to say this. I know I said it plenty of times in the video. It took a Donald Trump to expose the lies of the democracy DNC as far as black men don't take care of the kids, black men are unemployed, black men are in prison and mostly gay. Donald Trump's reversing all these trends. And your own favorite Barack Obama couldn't do anything. But y'all praise him because he gave you an Obama phone. Oh, that's right. He destroyed Liberia, too, or you forgot about that. Well, I'm going out here getting ready to ski because it's snow time in Idaho. So, have a good one.